Okay, welcome everyone. This is your Demon Lord Draconic Sahak. Here today we're going to continue where we left off for LB6. We're currently right now we're at section 3 and we're currently doing our best to just try to only do this with extra class service unless of course they require us to actually put in like any of the main classes in. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. And also, we also have to find Mashu as well. Aurora. I definitely love like how the neighbor says itself in these sections. Okay. Good morning, everyone. My gosh, that bed was just so comfortable. Glad to hear it. That makes it all the trouble I went through just to get the mattress just right worth it. Fairy beds are just imitations of real beds, so the mattress might as well have been boulders before I adjusted them. Like, how the hell did fairies even sleep? I'm here as well. If you like, I'd be happy to play a song to help wake you all up. Morning, everyone. You're going out to the butt, bitchy? So you're not gonna wait to the tables with your beautiful roller skating today? I'm sorry, I have to do some sightseeing, but don't worry, I'll help out in the afternoon. Alright, if that was our deal, wasn't it? Hey, you there! I don't know which crowd you're from, but you better not tire the bitchy out, you hear? The bitchy, oh god. Kind of reminds me of like a silly name manager of mine was like called earlier this week. What's up, Jakazak? Do you have something in mind? I'll play somewhere how I did yesterday. Oh, that was impressed by that reverse too. The weather here is never changes. It's got one sky pair for a day and never for a night, and that's it. So no rain? It does is supposed to rain here sometimes, but apparently it's just always cloudy up there. No blue skies. Huh? Blue skies? Your printed skies are blue sometimes? Oh yes, when there are no clouds in the sky, because a beautiful shade of blue as far as the eyes can see. Oh no, that's not to say that these skies are beautiful on their own right. So the same color as the blue person? That's what your skies look like? Wow. Then your world must be very bright and beautiful. The kind of place where everyone always smiles and helps out one another, no matter how hard life gets. Anyway, shall we start gathering information then? Oh, and I need to pretend to be Drakasak's owner, right? Oh, then maybe I'll try acting like a big shot and go in to one of those restaurants I've heard so much about. Did you know that they won't even let you in it? So what? There you go. Was Rose without a tenant? Hey, as long as there are lots of fairies there, I'm good with whatever. Okay, let's go about the place out while we're pretending to be just taking a walk. Who also want to keep our ears peeled for any juicy rumors about and talk about the people as at times. Okay. Have I heard anything about a fairy in iron armor? What are you guys interested in joining the High Queen's army? Don't bar. Nothing good will come for joining them now. Year's Anthony prophesies, remember? The child prophecy will appear this year and will bring the salvation to all. Who knows? Maybe the High Queen will finally cut us a break on our taxes if she's actually takes a few weeks for once. Huh? You're not looking to join, you're looking for a lost companion? I'm afraid I can't help you then. Iron armor? You won't find anything like that here. You have to go to Norwich for iron. They ought to be still making those silly weapons up there. At least if a Springing hasn't shut down the mine. What kind of weapons do you say? What else? Swords, spears, bows, axes. You know, the usual. I swear, I never even thought I'll see the day where fairies use iron weapons of all things. What could High Queen be thinking? So at least the child of prophecy should do something about all that. We just have to be patient a little longer. Hey, you guys heard about the latest about the Calamity Pool in Norwich? They say Norwich skies is pitch black now, even during daytime. There's no way we're gonna last much longer there, not with such a calamity present. I mean, between the iron, the soot, noise, and humans, there is no one to blame but themselves. But even so, I can't help but worry. I mean, what are we going to do if Norwich refugees decide to come here to Salisbury? We have so much history here, and we got too many Earthbound fairies as is. But Lady Aurora is so kind, I can't imagine her turning them away. You've been looking for something? Are you searching for just Salisbury or all of Britain? If it's all Britain, these fairies aren't here going to be much help. So it's nice to be in Salisbury where no one wants to leave. If you want to know what's going on in the Archdiocese, you have to visit them yourselves. Oh, but don't you have to wings, do you? Well, that rules that out. Then if the Morsky is all over. Anyway, and what's the nice festival is going to be about. I hope I never play about the child, the prophecy, and the evil witch. I love the pair where the High Queen and her dog Knight finally gets what comes to them. I'm actually amazed Morgan's actually allowing that to actually play. I mean, most selectors will shut that shit down, but I guess Morgan doesn't give a fuck. Oh, much luck today, huh? I mean, it wasn't really expected to find a solid lead in just one day. But all anyone wanted to talk about was the child of prophecy. They barely even listened to what we had to say. Indeed, that last fairy even tried to get us to buy some questionable child of prophecy merchandise. I haven't even seen the whole city so previously excited about something other than Christmas. A child of prophecy craze. Sounds like there's a lot of money to be made there. Yeah, I wonder who this child of prophecy is. Yeah, there's only one other thing these first want to talk about besides the child of prophecy. Where these rumors are going around on Norwich, the eastern port of town. I gotta say, that makes me really curious about this child of prophecy too. I wonder what kind of fairy they are. If they are really planning to fight Morgan like the prophetess, maybe we can even convince them to help us. Yeah, let's convince them. What do you think? Should we try looking for a child of prophecy as well, Mesh? Any fairy who could get their other fairy 6 side must be incredibly strong and brave. Good day, everyone. I'll be back once again. Oh, it's not as many customers today, I see. Over here, Oberon! Hey there, having a little lunch before after your morning walk around the city, huh? Anyway, it looks like you're all having fun. Hope you don't mind if I join you. I'm a basketball flyer at best, but I'm a master at killing with compliments. That's much more peaceful that way. Here, I'll show you. Before long, I'll be heaping so much praise from Autoria that she'll be begging me for mercy. You gotta love how the supports are like, well, one support's messing with another support. Although, he's an extender and basically Kastori is a main, so... Huh, you mean you haven't told him yet, Otara? The child of prophecies everyone's on about? That's her! I just assumed you knew since she's got the King Arthur's name and all. I mean, yeah, I did. The thought did cross my mind once I heard your name was Altera. But still, you're Altera? Really? I mean, let's be real. You have less magical energy than most fairies, right? You might be better magical circuits than a human. Well, since you're a fairy, I guess, is it godparents? Anyway, you're still well below average for a fairy. Hell, even Mike there must be stronger than you. So how can you be the child of prophecy meant to defeat the High Queen? Rude. know, you're right. It doesn't make sense, does it? I'm sorry, I'm just sorry. I know it's not right for someone like me to be carrying around some selection. Still, it's not like I know for certain I am the child of prophecy. There's a chance it might not be. Well, exactly you're out of carrying it must mean that you are worried. Besides, I don't really have the guts to fight the High Queen, or the drive or determination. I don't belong in any of these clans either, and I have so little magical energy that I have to approach it with magecraft. I can't even get close to the bells I'm supposed to ring. I mean, I do plan my best that I can in spite of all that. But let's just say a very happy honestly, I still don't know why I was chosen. I don't know. All I can say is that if I really am the child of the prophecy, then it must be some way for me to fight. That is why I was born and how I was raised. Oh, but who am I kidding? I'm completely helpless. The last time I came to Salisbury was to meet with the head of the Wing Clan. But I ended up deciding to try and measure next because nobody would even give me the time of day. I see, that's why you didn't say anything sooner. Various kids says how much magical energy you got at a class. So I'm only sure they would only laugh if you told me you were the child of prophecy. I thought you would yell at you told you not to lie. They did, so I thought I would start by confessing in the head of the clan who I was. But they just turned me away at the gate. The head of the Will Clan, huh? That must be Aurora. Personally, I think you're pretty great as you are now. But I can see that you are feeling the need to boost your prestige. Well, if that's the only problem, I can take care of it right now. What do you mean by that, Oberon? I mean, I could get you with me and Aurora if you want. Well, if I can just do that. There. See how easy it is to get in? Take a look. This is the heart of Salisbury, home of its great bell. Ersac Cathedral, home of the oldest and largest building in all of Fairy Britain. Now then, Aurora's room is on the top floor, so let's say we start hanging up. I've already sent word for arrival, so we shouldn't have any trouble with the guards. But hang on. Good day, King of Autumn Woods. Your visit is sudden and unexpected, but we welcome you all here the same. However, it seems that I must remind you that this cathedral is holy ground where kings and queens are made. It seemed a site of the High Queen Morgan's coronation 2,000 years ago. As such, regardless how much affection Lady Aurora may have for you, I cannot allow such lowly creatures as human to enter, attendants or not. Guards, to me, capture the unidentified fairies and that disgusting human. If the human submits, very well. However, should he attempt to resist or free, dispose of him. That goes for Oberon too, of course. You need to show him any leniency. We've already received complaints about him from pubs across the city demanding that he pay his tabs. My, this isn't how I expected things to go. Oberon! Pay your fucking bills, man! If those are your orders, Lady Corporal, then we'll gladly comply. But are you sure about this? Lady Aurora told us to let him through right away. She seemed thrilled about his visit. Don't you talk back to me. You may have been chosen to be guards, but you're still mere humans. Know your place. Unless, of course, you're rare, I turn you into a rabbit, so you don't have to be human anymore. No, my lady, very sorry about this, Lord Oberon. It's really enough impossible, just doing our jobs. I see. Then we have no choice but about even it through our hearts. Their hearts aren't in it. Come on, Tricostock. Let's show them how strong we truly are. Hey, Jake, how goes it? Yeah. Okay, now we need to switch over. Alright, where is she? Good. No, I didn't hear about the new Prince of Persia game. Also, do you know if they're finally, Yeah, new Prince of Persia game. It's a science of time. Okay. Jesus, okay.
バニーの力をお見せしよう。さて、カードはどういうか。気持ちの問題です。ならば見せよう。我が広間を。はい。
Alright, let's go.
これこそ我が高機動型大広間。
The Lost Crown? What's a negative recession? The 2D Metrovania.
カードの力は光の力。よしよし、いい子だ。
Okay. Yeah, apparently it's flooded with dislikes, so I'm concerned here. It takes a skill that always says. Okay. I've seen part of it, like screenshots, I guess, but not the whole thing. But hopefully it hears like this, and hopefully you got news of like the Sands of Time. Yeah, it definitely went good with Karn here. She definitely does fit well. Well, with the background. I don't know if do you guys agree though? Like how well she fits. Yeah. So I'm actually excited. Like probably like a couple of years for Pope Joan to actually become a thing now. All right. Okay. And he's... And why you pay honest? Yeah, I figured as much. You see that, Carl? Do you see what Dracosok are capable of? This is what happens when you look down on people for being human or having no money. I'm not a good time to put out the overrun that's just standing behind them cheering. Very well. I would assume that human is indeed not worth your... That human is indeed not your typical expendable worker. And Lady Aurora does love rare and unusual things. It's a part of what makes her so strong. Alright, just this once I'll grant you an audience with her, but don't let this get to your head. Rare and unusual things are only interesting at first time you see them. Once the novelty wears off, they become worthless. If I were you, I would try to make the most of this good fortune, as you won't have many other such chances of the future. Yeah. I mean, I kind of saw a glass of him. I'm not kind of sure, like, how to take a look at him, but then again, it's... Oh, I was gonna say, why does she look like Princess Serenity from Sailor Moon? They actually really do a good job of the designs here. Hello, Oberon. What a delightful story do you have for me today? You know, very many things, so I'm sure it must be something special. Whatever it is, I can't wait to hear it. I could use some cheer after all the unfortunate news recently. Wow, she's really sparkly. Didn't think it would be possible to be blind from splendor until today. Oh, yeah. Why, yes, I do have two things for you today. One is something you absolutely must know. Let's see. The other is a request for a small favor. But don't worry, I won't take up much of your time at all. That said, I can first make a somewhat selfish request. You see, I like to keep what I'm about to tell you just between us. You don't mind keeping secrets, right? Oh my, you're a naughty one, aren't you? I don't usually care for scary stories. But a little thrill does sound fun. Wouldn't you give us a privacy, Cora? Leora! It's alright. I know we can trust him. So it's only right I answer in kind. As you wish, but please don't hesitate to call me if you should change your mind. You have to forgive Carl. She's very proud girl, and she can be quite inflexible. She probably gave you a very harsh welcome again, didn't she? I'm just glad that she's see you're not hurt. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, friends of Oberon. I'm Aurora, head of the Wing Clan and Lord of Salisbury. Now, what do you come to tell me today? Oh, I guess it's no surprise that the whole mood would just change here. Because she didn't become the head of the clan for a video on. I'm able to find a friend. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. How many years has it been since a human spoke so frankly to me? Oh, how delightfully different. Tell me, what's your name? Are you a free citizen? What kind of pedigree do you... Oh, I'm sorry, you're already served as fine young fairy, don't you? Oh goodness, how rude. Really, Aurora, you must do something about your tendency to take every stray human you find. Otherwise, you'll eventually have every human in Britain living in Salisbury. And I'm sure you don't need any more resistance from your fellow clansmen, assuming how you're the only one who favors co-resistance. Yes, I know, you're right, of course. But when I saw those big puppy eyes of his begging me for help, I just couldn't resist. Good grief. Well, this is exactly why I brought him to see you to begin with. Remember what I told you before about Shadia and our world called proper human history? Well, this boy here is the master of Shadia, and the two behind him are servants, not fairies. Oberon? Don't worry, it's okay. Aurora here may be from a fairy princess, but she thinks a lot like fairies of proper human history. And while she never came out to say it, she's not happy with the state of things in Britain either, right? It may be been 2,000 years now since Britain fell into Morgan's hands. And you've been here watching it unfold every step of the way. You'd think that it's time for Morgan's reign to end, regardless of what form it takes. I remember how your eyes sparkled with hope when I told you about the outside world. Drakas Hakir has come to Britain solely to defeat Morgan. He's not even thinking about what happens afterwards. Suffice to say, he also has no intention of ruining Morgan's place once she's gone. Once the Shadi slave, where Britain lives or dies, will be for you and your fellow fairies to decide. Shadi is definitely not going to care if you try to save what's left of it. They'll gladly stay out of your way. Morgan is their only concern, nothing more. So it would seem. Well, that girl in the back doesn't seem very happy that you're telling me this. This boy here isn't denying anything you say. So you're travelers from another world, a Britain that went down the right path. And it's still hard to believe, but maybe this too is as sounds like guidance at work. Either way, one thing is clear, since we both have our own troubles, it's only right we help one another. Drakas, was it? You have my permission to act in Salisbury however you see fit, even if your actions should be in opposition to the land of the Fae. If you are looking for a lost companion, I'll lend you the eyes of my fellow wind fairies in other cities. I can't contact my compatriots in Norwich at the moment. But I will have my wind fairies in Oxford, Doncaster, New Darlington, and Camelot help you in your search. You need to only tell Cora what your companion looks like, and I just hope my clan can be of assistance. Thank you so much. All that said, I'd like to still keep this relationship of ours on the down low for the time being. After all, you are the head of the clan. If Morgan finds out your side with Shadi a proper human history, she may as well have all the Wind Clan fairies killed. So this collaboration should be kept quiet so we can deny knowing anything about each other in case things come to that. Well, the Wind Clan fairy says so. That's... Not even you could defeat the High Queen Morgan if we faced her directly? No, I couldn't. She could wipe us all out with one flick of her finger. I see. Gosh, this really is something, isn't she? Oh yes, she's a very special fairy. The only one who could hope to defeat her is the child of prophecies as well as last protections. It's too bad that the child has yet to reveal himself. I can only hope that they can come and save us as soon as possible. He's gonna do it. He's really gonna do it. Alright, GR, or I may as well about to make your day. There's someone I'd like you to meet. Huh? What are you doing, Oberon? Please stop! Stop! That's right. Altria here is none other than the star of the hope that hails from Tungangle. Born alongside the staff of selection that will bring Morgan to justice. He's the one and only child of prophecies. No, go on, don't be shy. Oberon! Hopefully you didn't crash into something important. You have some delightful friends, Oberon. I'd love to be tackled to the ground like that myself sometime. Why, thank you. I can't say I expected such a direct method of size to me either. So, Atria would never say anything if I hadn't put her on the spot like that. She's the kind of a late bloomer, you see. She's still not on the confident about being a child of prophecy. So we are hoping you might be able to offer her your seal of approval, say, for example. Wow, even I wouldn't even come up with that impressive. No, I'm afraid I can't allow that. Well, there is indeed the bell that said to be the voice of the Wind Clan right above this room. I can only let her bring it once she has proven herself to me. Words alone will not suffice. She needs to demonstrate her abilities so there'll be no question. You said your name was Otera, right? Yes? It seems as though you are indeed to have this staff selection. I still understand what the staff selection truly signifies. The only one who does this is head of the Mirror Clan, and known as any member of the Mirror Clan for years. All I can do is see for myself where you have the markings of the king. And how exactly you propose to do that? Oh, my. What a lovely voice. And here I thought you may be mute. Very well then. For respect for the delicate tones, I'll tell you my conditions. Atria, Drakasak, I would like you to show me that there's still hope for our world. So, here's my test to see if Britain can still be changed. As you know, we fairies are clung by a dark fate. Every 100 years, a calamity befalls us, a curse that not even Morgan herself is able to spell. For the last few months, there has been a powerful Moors winning its way through Norwich, the calamity pool. If you get to get rid of Norwich's calamity, I will gladly give you access to Salisbury spell. Okay, we're on it. Man, that took like 3 minutes to read all that. So she wants to get rid of the calamity in Norwich, huh? I don't think she'd be the one to bring it up. What is the calamity in Norwich? I don't know much about these calamities, Iris, since I've never seen one for myself, but I heard that plenty of the stories. Apparently they're kind of natural disasters as well as a very present every 100 years. I've heard about these calamities too. I've also heard that told Drakasak about them. Norwich is a port town east of Britain, and apparently it's decided to be the home of the next calamity for a few months now. You say there's a ton of black snoot rising into the air that's scattered above the like rain clouds. Or says she permits us to ring the bell as long as we can resolve this calamity, right? So we need to disperse these clouds of soot, huh? Unfortunately, I never learned any magecraft that can do that. Well, that's okay. Norwich is tall enough, or that even I think we can get rid of for the time being. Right now, our top priority is finding MASH. Now that Aurora's helping us do that, we should receive some word of whereabouts in a few days. So all you guys need to do is wait here until then. Then again, doing nothing might not be the best use of our time. Okay, I'll send you a list of things you can do to earn money and gather information later then. You're going off on your own again. Well, you know, I thought about what Kuro said, and I probably should see about paying my tax before I start racking up more. Okay, that's all for now. I'll see you again in 3 days. So it's finally paying his head off. There, that should get them to rest up and celebrate at least a little more. Meanwhile, I've got my work out. First, I'll have to need to go figure out what's going on in Norwich. Oh, welcome back, Blanca. How's the situation up north? How far have Carmack Rab's forces advanced? Huh? Another child of prophecy is shown up there? Definitely wasn't expecting it. Ansel didn't say anything about there being 2 of them in their prophecy. This puts Terra in an even more cautious position. Although I have to a little more time. Yes, of course, Terra's the real child of prophecy. That so much was never in doubt. But it won't matter who the real one is. What matters is who the fairies believe is the real one. Something tells me the other child of prophecy is MASH. Still, not bad. Let's focus on the silver line here. The false child of prophecy in the north is bound to draw Morgan's attention, which means that Terra and Tricasok should be safer now. That will give me time to assure that they've grown sorry. They're not ready for Norwich. They need to experience Britain for themselves and to gain power and adapt to conquer those challenges. Do we really have time for that, you say? Huh? You're a tough crowd, aren't you, Blanca? But you have to take your time with the opening act. That's how it was for us first too, remember? So thinking about that mean? Oh no, I'm fine. I was just nervous since I'm not used to speaking with the head of the entire clan. Sorry, I've got a lot on my mind. I'm just gonna go turn in for the night. Let's meet up here again tomorrow morning, okay? Bye for now. It looks like we have to readjust our perceptions of her too. Come on, Dracossack, Tristan. Let's head back to our room. We should talk about it in our next move while we're still safe to do so. Okay, that's everything that's happened so far in this nice tiny report. That's all yours now, Deborah. Take it away, my little familiar. That takes care of our report to the source board. We should be here back from in about 2 days. Now let's go over everything more so far. That said, our main topic isn't Morgan, but the child of prophecy is supposed to be. We're supposed to be going to defeat her, right? Yep. The truth is, we've been dropping our card around her a little too much. At first, we thought it was just a coincidence that she shared the name of King Arthur and didn't think about it any further. But now we can say for certain she is the last spouse, King Arthur. I'm sure that we didn't mean to remind you two that Sharia already fronted legends about King Arthur in the 6th Lunatic. But I still think it's worth our time to quickly refresh our memories of those legends, so we're all on the same page. The legend of King Arthur takes place in the 5th century, at a time when Britain was in great turmoil. It began with the collapse of the Continental Empire, with the Empire no longer keeping Britain safe. It came under frequent attack by the Saxons, a foreign enemy who crossed the sea to attack the British shores. At the time, Britain was an island nation ruled by many different clans and those clans' kings. While there was only a constant squabble between the clans, there was also a war with the Picts up in the north, where the clans' kings agreed to work together. But the one king created an irreparable rift within his alliance. He used the archives for his own ends with the goal of ultimately uniting all Britain. His name was Origin. He was said to be the avatar of the White Dragon born for Britain himself, made into bring it to ruin. Fortune affected the Saxons to Isle, going into the chaos. Lundrum, The fortress city that serves as the heart of the Britain during the Empire's reign was destroyed. Fortune then defeated and killed Uther Pendragon, the greatest king of all Britain, and so Britain entered a dark age at a time where none of the island could escape this destruction. However, still hope remained. The King Uther's most trusted aide Merlin, great mage who had long kept Britain safe, told people that this too was all part of the prophecy. King Uther was always chosen as successor, and they shall be the next king. Whoever draws the sword of selection from the stone shall be Britain's king. Many knights tried their hands at drawing the sword, but none of them succeeded. It was only once the knights had all left, convinced that the sword of selection was no more than an illusion, that a young squire of 15, a boy who had been raised without even the knowledge he was King Arthur's son, came to drew the sword's stone with no one there to bear witness. That sword was Coburn. And that boy indeed grew on to be the king of Britain. Arthur Pendragon, the knight among knights, or as we know her, Artura Pendragon. After announcing himself as King Uther's successor, King Arthur assembled the lords of Britain, and led them to 12 magnificent victories against the Saxons. In doing so, he proved himself to be a visible king, undefeated king of knights. But unbeknownst to him, the Saxons were his own enemy. This great threat of the King of Knights came from within his own family. Voyaged, the avatar of the White Dragon who defeated the King Arthur's father, Uther, brought Britain to his knees. Morgan, the fairy queen who declared it was Britain's very will that she became its ruler. Morgan's accusations succeeded in robbing King Knights of Copper, but the fairies gave him an even greater sword. That sword was Excalibur, a sacred sword forged within the planet's inner sea. In the world of magecraft, is considered a divine construct, and the ultimate weapon meant to destroy that which threatens the very planet. In laying claim to this sacred sword, King Arthur became Britain's savior in both name and deed. And after the climatic battle with Morgan and the ruins of Leitrim, King Arthur, with the help of the fairies, built the towering white castle of Camelot. Lords of all across the Isle came to Camelot to serve the King of Knights, and they became the Knights of the Round Table, where all were treated as equals. There's a bit odd telling of the story with Tristan here, but this is how the Knights of the Round Table were formed. Lancelot, Knight from France, blessed by the Lady of the Lake. Gawain, heir of the Marquis, blessed by the sun. Tristan, nephew of the Duke of Cornwall, and the Prince of Tragedy. You are also said to be the symbol of the Romantic period. And that's right, those are the proud Knights of the Round Table, my cherished friends who filled its rich secrets. A Surrey Principal, Clever Kay, Loyal Bedivere, Ernest Garrus, Kindheart Gareth, Argivane the Enforcer, Hermes the Duelist, and Chakrion Mordred, and the greatest knight of all, trusted by the Holy Grail, Gahad of the Revelation. In addition to King Arthur, the first seat, you can count on King Paranor, King Arthur's trusted advisor, and Bors, the future legacy for 15 Troll. At any rate, those are the Knights of the Round Table I knew when they were at their peak. Yeah, the Knights of the Round Table's peak was also the happiest time in King Arthur, the Legend of King Arthur. Well, their problems would persist themselves in the quest for the Holy Grail, and that's decisive battles against the Picts and the Saxons. It was also the affair between Lancelot and Guinevere, King Arthur's queen, that changed things forever. Once the affair became the light, the Knights of the Round Table became shadows of their former selves. During the expedition to the Roman Empire, Mordred took advantage of King Arthur's absence and staged a rebellion. That was the beginning of what would later be known as the King Arthur's final battle, the Battle of Camelot. It was during this battle that King Arthur drew his final breath. Bedivere personally returned the sacred sword to the fairies, and the final chapter of the ancient British history was concluded. After that, King Arthur's body was brought to Act1 and the paradise of the world at the world's end to the fairies of the lake, as the future king who would one day return to life. And that's a quick and dirty the version of the Legend of King Arthur. Thanks for listening. Well, it's already nighttime. So with that in mind, let's get back to the British last spell. The proper human history, King Arthur drew the sword of selection, but he's still an unknown boy. In the midst of hope, every envy, admiration, prejudice of our knights ascended into the throne as king. Meanwhile, in Fairy Prison, Arturia may still be unknown and unrecognized, but even so, she will still accept selection, and she was traveling across prison on her own as a child of prophecy. So she's get the same name, the same face, and the same destiny. No way could all that be a coincidence. Which means Arturia the Caster is this world's King Arthur. She's destined to be Britain's savior. Britain's savior, huh? But why now? King Arthur saved Britain in the 5th century, but it's 2019. If she really is Britain's savior, should she have shown her up in the distant past? That's the question, isn't it? I'm not sure why your story is taking place now, either. But I did overhear an interesting neighbor in the local fairies. Apparently, the Child of Prophecy is a reincarnation of Ursek the Savior, and was sent here to save Britain once again. Yep, or at least that's the same name. Once Morgan began ruling Britain, she officially named this period the era of the High Queen, and the timing lines up exactly when the proper human history changed it to AD. But while proper human history stopped in the year AD 2019, the year 2019 of the era of the High Queen is still unfolding. In the previous era, aka the BC in proper human history terms, it's called the Fey era. Furthermore, during the Fey era, there's apparently a fairy who saved Britain from calamities countless times. A sect the Savior. Apparently, there was only a few fairies left who still remember her. Hector de Amoral, the Grand Duke of the Waste of Heart, Weary Neck, Grandmother of the Sage, and Turat, the First Knight, but they still speak her legend in hushed tones. So if a savior showed up in this world before, then may mean that Fairy Britain has insisted for such things. Something akin to the counterforce that the isle itself uses to fight back when Britain is in danger. And if that's true, it would explain why Artura is the only born now in this time. Plus, we're still going up against the High Queen freaking Morgan here. Who else but King Arthur will fight her? Anyway, let's look at the calling I expected, but now that we've gone over everything, I'm going to make 2 suggestions. First, I think we should continue working with Arturia Caster. Well, we still don't know. Necessarily, we don't have to destroy the sauce belt. It does seem pretty clear that we need to face High Queen Morgan at some point. And when we do, we have to have the Child of Prophecy on our side can only work to our advantage. And second, I think we should keep our goal, including Shai's whole deal, to ourselves. It's fine to tell her about the proper human history. Hell, it'd be impossible to communicate her if we did, but we should reveal that we eliminate 5 of our last months to date. I know it's not the most honest move, but sometimes not lying about laying all your cards on the table is the best way to go. Like I said before, there's something strange about this world, even if it is for a lost spell. There's still way too much we don't know. So until we have a much better understanding of what's going on here, I want to keep the goal of stopping Britain from disappearing. Even if we eventually have the fight after saving it. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Trikosak. I know it won't be easy for you. But for what's worth, my intuition is telling me things that aren't going to come to that. I have a feeling we're going to save Britain to stop this collapse from destroying our world. And to go in our separate ways with a smile without ever having to battle with Britain. Yeah. Oh, jeez. It's 8 o'clock now. Okay, now we need some, okay, probably gonna get good alter egos here. Okay, neutral balance. Okay, awful good. I probably need to figure out which. Oh wait, duh. Alright, there we go. Morning, everyone. I hope you don't mind that I have breakfast before you. You got to try this bread. It's so soft and yummy. Apparently they made this from... oh, right. Wait. You're good at mood, aren't you? Getting myself up when I'm feeling down is my specialty. That's right. The bitchy taught me how to make it. I had no idea you can use fire like that. As all this time, I was practically sitting on a gold mine. So this fairy lives in the grand building, but he's arrogant of the true value of flour. It seems that there is significant knowledge that gaps between individual fairies. Or rather, yep, there are basically two types of fairies. Those who are very proficient copy human civilization, and those who are interested in its inner workings. Most fairies or copiers are satisfied with just plain pretend. The thing about fairies is they can do anything without human technology, so long as they don't know how it works. You know how when cars get more reliable, there's less need for drivers to repair them? And so, over time, there are fewer drivers who know how the cars work. It's a lot like that. Whenever fairies feel like bread, they can just create some of their own from their own magical energy. Easy peasy. But the bread that they create is that way it's just an imitation of a bread that they had before, like it was 3D printed. Basically, fairies can't experience culture without some kind of or originating data to work from. Even Mike here used to be a typical copier. It was only when I started working here that I began to care about the details. It's true. I was a real dull fairy until I met Da Vinci, but now every day is more fun than last. I love being alive. I used to think that pursuing humans was a waste of time, but not anymore. Leia Aurora was right. We need humans if we're going to enjoy our lives. If there's one thing that humans are good at, it's making technology. If they can come up with all sorts of fascinating things you don't see in nature, sure, some of those things are fun and tasty like iron and gunpowder, but I've come to think of humans as our equal now. Heck, I'd say I respect them. When the last time I left this bump to me, I thought it was going to be nothing but a pain in the neck, but now I know better. We have something to live for, something we want to do for our own sake, not just for our purpose. There's no way I'm ever going to go back to this plain old living again. Well, there you have it, General. Fairies are really purified, or put another way, easily influenced. That's not true, Da Vinci. It's all because of you. Not even Lady Aurora is ever going to change my mind like this. Okay, Mike, in that case, maybe you can learn how to say my name properly already? What do you mean? I'm saying it properly. Alright, I also got a message for you guys from Oberon. He said to tell you to come to Southbury's Fields for an important learning experience. Huh? Learning experience? So I think I know where this is going. We're just kind of in the battle like that? That's interesting.
名状しがたきレイトショードロドロの恐怖をあなたに闇がささやいておるわ黒き力限りなくそう来なくては笑わせないでくれます秋光殿お目覚めよ来たれ暗黒の帳太陽はここに生まれ変わる狂乱の悪霊殺ビビゲー救急より強私の職種は残忍ですよ困ったアリさんたま従いますけど
Oh yeah, that's because I'm not using the proper CEs here.
飼育箱に入れてあげる
I'd probably use
哀
probably
れに逃げ惑いなさいカーストカッティングクレーター惨めすぎてお話になり
yeah, if I use Black Pearl, that probably would have been no problem.
我が指先どこまでも黒き力限りなく我が指先黒き力限りなくサードアイ海岸標本にしてあげるわ秋光殿お目覚めよ
Anyway, guys, what are your plans for this? I have nothing currently going for it, although my parents are planning to do a garage sale. Probably get rid of like a lot of stuff before we actually, which can help prepare me to move into like the bigger room. So that's how you're supposed to get rid of those pesky birds. I had no idea. I keep just asking them nicely if they would leave, but they won't listen. Fields are delicate things, at times they require bolder tactics. But I also understand respect your kind of equations do not hurt the birds if you don't have to. So I should just leave you a straw likeness of yourself in the field. It will help you deter such behavior. That way the birds will mistake that likeness for you, and will start by attacking that. And which would buy you enough time to do, well, something. Oh, really? Am I really? I never had thought about that. Are you sure? Are you some kind of genius? Well, I'm going to disagree with that. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to get scarecrows, Tristan. Was Tristan always like that? Pretty much. He seems like he's getting his head on straight, but most of the time he's actually up in the clouds. Still, he could be the perfect knight at least as long as he has something to keep him on track. Anyway, the Carvet that they're also very made imitations of human society aside. What do you think of Salisbury Fields? They're very spacious. True, regardless of how they got here, the fields themselves are genuine. Apparently the agriculture has been a big deal up in North Britain for a long time now, but it's never been too popular in the south. It wasn't until Alora stepped in that Salisbury finally got serious about it. I've seen small fields back in my village, but never seen any so big and open before. I wonder why they aren't more popular up until now. Well, we always had to abandon them whenever the Moors showed up. There aren't many Moors in the north, so there was enough to stop it from making the fields up there. But here in the south, we see Moors all the time, so the only ones who can venture outside the city are really the strong fairies. The Fang clan apparently can hold out for a while by telling themselves that the death and war are intertwined. Before the weaker fairies like me, without any sincerity or general knowledge of the Auroras, worlds, we can't even touch the Moors without putting yourselves at risk. Even if the Moors solve the problem, we still have to remake the FGOs every 100 years anyway. You're talking about the calamities, are you? Are you scared of them too? You know you'll all live forever? Of course we are. The only person that can survive a calamity are the ones that are allowed to live in Camelot. All the rest of us can do is suffer in despair. Not even a fairy and all person who doesn't fear the calamities. I'm not even sure how much longer Lady Aurora can hold on to her glove. Not after what happened in Norwich. For goodness sake, not that the calamity has come to Norwich, Sudbury has to be next. And when it does, not even Lady Aurora will survive. Or is calamities excessive? I'm not sure. The calamities have always been undefined. They said they take a different form every time they appear. Let's see, I think there was last one was the calamity of the resurrection, which risked of let's see. Of Darlington. I don't even want to think about what kind of terrifying calamities we'll see next. Oh well, at least why did I have to be born now? Why couldn't my predecessor have just headed out just for 10 more years? No, never mind that. Why won't the High Queen open up Camelot for all of us? If she would just let the wear the calamities for a year in Camelot, we would never have to worry. Let's see, so you also have grievances with the High Queen. No, there have been anti-queen movements popping up around the country. If you want to protest their decisions, maybe you could join one of those? Huh? No, I'm not upset about it. Besides, I can't even imagine defying her. But might be afraid of Claudius, maybe more afraid of the Queen's army. There's more to the Queen's power than just having enough magical energy to cover all Britain, after all. She also has a trip of highly trained fairy soldiers as well as knight under her protection who command them. Tristan of the Bewitched Bow, Gawain of the Sun, and Lancelot of the Light of the Lake. As long as those 3 Tamerlane are around, nobody can hope to find the Queen. Huh? Yeah. Huh? What? And I just sneezed at the right moment. What? Huh? Why am I so shocked? Man. Okay, I feel another one. Okay, I'll just start. Yeah. Yeah, I hate it when you have like long speeches like that. It messages me now. We need to talk about the free Townland that apparently been serving the High Queen Morgan this whole time. Also, you already know about them, Autria. Well, sure, everyone very pretty knows. Why? Are they a problem? Oh yes, this is shocking as Sir Perfield when he was first wakes up. Autria, can you please tell us everything you know about them? Okay, I guess I can cover the basics enough. It's stuff every prince and fairy knows. The free tournament of the fairies of High Queen Morgan has been filled with the names of the army knights. Excuse me. The most powerful beings in fairy Britain exceeding the magical energy only by the Queen herself. They're also impervious to Moor's corruption, so they're the ones who handle them whenever a group of Moors shows up. Come to think of it, I know this as a Guardians of Prince, for the service of the High Queen. The Knights of the Round Table. Fairy Knights of the Round Table. Hey, not fair, I want to say it first. Boy, do you all have some attachments to this phrase, that round table or something? Or are we just talking about a circular table, right? Hope I don't see anywhere around it. We're just gonna have to tell her what happened in proper human history. True. Our world also has a version of Morgan, although in our case it was during the 5th century, about 1600 years ago. There was also a certain knight who defeated her, thereby using knight all Britain ushering the age of peace. That king was known as Arthur, but her true name was Artera Pendragon. Hey, that's my name. Quite a coincidence. It's not just a coincidence. You two are most likely the same person. What I'm about to say might shock you, but try not to freak out. In our world, you were Britain's great united fire, a king loved and respected by the countless knights of the land. And that's right, you were also the ideal king chosen by the sword selection and trained by Merlin himself. You did pretend to be a man during your reign, but aside from that, you were the picture of integrity. As King Arthur, you commanded many lords from all across Britain, and I think of it as the equivalent of very Britain's 6 clans. And from those lords, you chose the 5 slices to be your knights of the Round Table, a group of warriors with no equal. In fact, in full disclosure, Sir Tristan here is one of them. So from our perspective, knowing that the Knights of the Round Table, Sir Morgan here, it's like knowing that the group of heroes that you always looked up to now are working for the baddest of the bad guys. Do you blame us for being surprised? Are you listening to me, Atria? Uh-oh, Da Vinci just broke her! Yeah, hang in there! Hang in there! We'll get you out of your sock! I guess I really am the child of prophecy then. But we always thought that maybe it was all just a big misunderstanding, but now I'm a little more willing to believe it. I mean, Grandfather always says I was born the same time as the Sapphic selection. Maybe I really can do this after all. In fact, maybe I'll take the page from this Pendragon person's example and say they've all printed too. Plus, we even have a Knights of the Round Table here. You know, when I first heard you started the name of that Tristan, I thought you must be a pretty bloodthirsty guy. But now that you're actually a Knight of the Round Table yourself, that was so cool. Well, I'm certainly glad to hear it. You think so highly of me. What do you mean, bloodthirsty? Don't tell me that the Tristan here is. She's said to be the cruelest, most short-tempered, and wantonly violent of all the fairy knights of the Round Table. Her nicknames are the Fairy Killer and Tristan of the Bloody Heel. They say that she killed almost 400,000 fairies and the 100 years since she appointed as Tamlin. 400,000, god damn. But you're nothing like her, Tristan. Seeing you fight beside your Kazakh is like me while watching a fire dancing in a storm. You're always maintaining your composure, even to strive the gods to do your best, no matter what the circumstances. There aren't many people like that in Fairy Britain. So the fact that you're putting your trust in me, even though we're from different worlds, is really encouraging. Yes. Indeed, that's how I truly feel like myself. That said, I guess there's really more to being Tamland than just a town, huh? Hang on. You said in your world, Tamlin Tristan was appointed 100 years ago, long after Tristan for proper human history, so if this is Tristan's original, that would make the Tamlin an imitation, but I mean, has Morgan known about the proper human history more than 100 years? Well, it was a plan to tell Archery about King Arthur like this, but I don't think we should be able to find. Plus, we got to find out about the Tamlin. Wait, if we run into one of them without any foreknowledge, I think I might actually have died from shock. Anyway, well, this last Tristan and Gawain may not look like the ones we know. The fact they share a name must mean that they have the same traits as well. We can expect that Sir Tristan to use Faranot, and Sir Lasso to use Arnrot. But yeah, we're in Tristan actually. He's in Tristan. She had something he wanted to talk to her about. But the White Dragon tried to destroy Britain back then was known as the Isle of the Ancient Scarcuments. Fortune, the Cowardly King. The Fury of Britain. The personification of his desire to reject the age of humanity. And then there was the Avatar of the Red Dragon, born and raised in a stark contrast to origin. Attila Pendragon. The king who protected the people of Britain, preserved his kingdom, and established the human world. But fairies and Scarcuments may have faded away from Britain as a result. Her efforts stand to succeed in preserving Britain's culture and passing it on to the later generations. Strife as it made what made Arthur king. She became king because she fought for Britain's future. That's also why her knights agreed to set aside her differences and joined her at the round table. That's right, when I helped her king, she was always cool-headed in battle, fair and impartial in politics, and above all, she truly loved all Britain. Even with her small stature, she would face down enemies, making her size and strength without fear or injury. Huh? She sounds like a really amazing king. Indeed, she was. I have never known anyone braver, or more disciplined, or more proud. That said, even if she didn't start out as a perfect king. After she drew the sword selection, she trained with Merlin and Sir Kay day and night for years on end. And that is why you don't need to try to rush these out, Atria. It's not a matter of you sharing the name King Arthur. It's a matter of you sharing her version. So please have confidence in yourself and know you can do this. King Arthur, a truly accomplished version of me from another world. Man, this is amazing. She must have worked so hard. Yeah. Alright, let's continue to the next one. Alright. Alright. Okay, yeah, I think I'll just keep using UPVN. Alright. Okay. Oh, we're meeting all the fairies now. I'm back! You should have seen me out there, Mike. Somehow I managed to complete 3 tough upper quests on the road. Oh wow, that sounds like you're getting kind of desperate. Why don't you have an apple wire on the house? Thanks, Mike. Just so considerate of you. You really are getting a hang in this pub overnight. Oh, cut it out, Da Vinci. It's all thanks to you, my perfect angel. First, we averted despite every dispute between the Wood Fairy and the Earth Fairy over who had the right to sunlight on the main road. Then we had to run safety check on the mysterious items, which turned out to be a bunch of bigwits, the cats that have been sent to the head of the Wind Clan. And finally we had to subdue an out-of-control Wind Fairy who had been unlucky in love for the past 3 years and wanted to have a romance with a human. Surprisingly, none of this is all but easy, but it does to make completing them all the more satisfying. Good to see everybody so happy. That's right, I almost forgot you, dear human. Draconis, was it? You gotta guess up your room. Trust me, she's not the kind of fairy you want to keep waiting. I guess to see Draconis. So this is a human bedroom, huh? It's not so different from ours. No, that's not right. We don't even have rooms like these. It's not, if not for humans, really. We're the ones who should be thanking them. Pardon me? So you're back, human. You did well with the farm incident yesterday. As the one fairy myself, you have my thanks. No problem. You wanted something to say, or... Well, We haven't received word of your missing companion. Every human captured in Center was taken to a ranch out west. A new human was brought there 3 days ago. Maybe the one you've been searching for. You wish to go rescue it? I'll arrange you a guide to show you the way. Tonight, I'll have a few soldiers stationed outside the Salisbury. Here, to rendezvous with them to finish your rescue before the night is over. I also have a message for you from Lady Aurora. She said, I hope you find your friend there. Thanks, Carol. Don't take me. Take Lady Aurora. Now, if you excuse me, I will return to my post. I don't know what is that brought you here, and I know I am in no position to offer advice. But you should know that the ranch belongs to the High Queen. That's a very well guarded. That's the scoop. Well then, they say they take 2 to 3 days. I expected them to actually come through that fast. It's impressive. So this human was brought there 3 days ago, huh? Then we don't have a moment to waste. Don't know what kind of facility this ranch is, but now is not the time for cowardice. Agreed, Oberon might not be back yet, but seeing as we have a guide, I'm sure he'll be fine with it. So what are you gonna do, Atria? This matter really going concerns us, so we'll understand if you'd rather stay behind. I'll be glad to help. Plus, I'm dying to find out what the real match is like, since I inadvertently used her name for a while. And besides, I'm feeling more confident after these last few days. Be it infiltration or lockpicking or brewing of sleep pushes, I'm sure I can handle just find out with my Merlin Macecraft. It seems these soldiers are our guides. This is quite a surprise. I thought these soldiers would be fairies, not humans. Oh yeah, most of the Salisbury soldiers are actually human. They may not hold a candle to fairies when it comes to sheer combat ability, but they have no problem with using weapons above all. And the more so pose any immediate threat to them. So yeah, the human soldiers are basically the fairies' war's countermeasure. Most of them kind of treat them as disposable tools, but Aurora sees the values in human soldiers, even pointing them the more talented ones that served as their personal guards. Remember the ones that saw protected the Great Cathedral? The fact they were so strong is proof that Aurora's given those humans various rights. Are you feeling okay? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm just a little nervous. Never been around so many humans before. Huh. That does make sense, doesn't it? I mean, I'm honestly fine with you. Quiet. They notice us too. Hey! You there! Suspicious look once. You the outsiders Carol told us about? I can't believe you actually showed up. Why now of all times? This is actually the sort of pain in the ass I don't need. Oh well, if it's about late or it's fine. Follow us, we'll show you the way to the ranch. Be warned, it's a 2-hour walk. So you better have everything ready before we go going, do you? Yep, show us the way. Man, you guys are dressed in the weirdest clothes I've ever seen. Leora, dude, sure does have her novelties, doesn't she? I'm not very happy to see us, are they? They probably think of us as a bunch of annoying pests moving in under beloved Aurora. So that doesn't change the fact that they're helping us. We should be grateful for them for that. Come on, Trick Sahak. I'm afraid we won't be able to talk for a while, but at least that should help us make a good time. We're here. This is the Western Human Ranch. Human Ranch. That's right. We used to live here too. We were assigned to a horrid fairy who robbed us of everything we had. That's her dignity before throwing us away like so much trash. Us fairy humans nowhere to go until Lady Aurora took us in. We became soldiers so that we could win our freedom, and Lady Aurora showed that it was possible. We support overthrowing the queens too, but we're nothing like the treachery rebel army who's counting on the so-called child of prophecy to bail them out. Rebel army, I heard him mention before. Does that mean there's an anti-queen movement outside of Salisbury too? Yep, and there's a rebel army section at the old castle rooms to the east. They quite want to free all Britain, and they even have the gall to call themselves the Round Table. So they're definitely a force to be reckoned with. They are led by a human who actually survived against the Lancelot, and a joust in Camelot. Morgan herself offered him a reward, saying that he'll prove himself equal to a Tamlin. Let's see, I think his name was Percival. Percival the White Knight, a man reached the limits of human ability. Morgan was so impressive too, that she commanded him to join her forces in Camelot, even though he's a human. But instead, he refused her command for reform the rebel army. Hey, that's enough. Too dare to stay out here any longer. If anyone sees us here later, or is the one who would be paid the price. Let's just ditch these backwater affairs and head back to the South Spray already. I'll take that means you guys are only here to show us the way. And that sticking and wretch and looking for a companion is entirely our job. You're damn right as hell you should be taking us, just for take you this far. The White Clan may be good at everything, but they don't have the right temperament for combat. If Morgan ever thinks they're rebelling against her, Lady Aurora is good, along with Father Salisbury. Even knowing all that, Lady Aurora still asks us to help you. So if you listen to me, whatever you do, don't you dare mention Salisbury if you get caught. Got that? You better not bite the hand that fed you. Now, not if you have any pride at all being human. Okay, let's discuss the next move. I finished analyzing Rash's interior structures. From what I can tell, there's 6 big factories in the middle of the complex, and all about very small ones. It doesn't say any heat source in the big factory, so they're probably shut down now. But there's the small factories that have lots of heat signatures. Seems to be about 60 humans inside. What do you think, Dracasa? We scale the castle walls, and we could probably sneak in the outside without the guards spying us. Are you mad about something? No. I was just a gust around to see what the things are like inside. Now let's forget about these whiners who ran off on us and focus on finding Mesh. You still have your connection to Mesh through your contract. Because you said so, did you? If you can, it'll be the fastest and easy way to find her. Maybe I'm not sure. Then there are probably too many cross lines for sure. Honestly, I'm feeling the same thing. There's just too many contracts going around the fairy prison. Maybe wherever a fairy takes possession of a human, they form a bond that's similar to a silver contract. If we're right about that, then the only way we'll ever know Mash is here is if we see for ourselves. Kristen, do you think you could carry Dracasa and Altria up to castle walls? Oh, don't worry about me. I'm good up there with my roller skates. Of course, I'll be quietest and quietest and most graceful wire work, I mean, lady work you ever see. Puff you over here, please. Well, then I'll lead the way. The western wall is the most lightly guarded right now, so let's go in from there. Audrey, I assume these large factories you spoke of earlier are those complexes, and the small ones are these homes. That's right. Humans are kept at ranches like these or shipped out with their creativity intact, so they could be confined in houses rather than pens. Just ignore the large factories. We will find Master. It's not perfect season yet, so there should be anything sign them. What the heck? There's something there! That's a very superior. It must have been disguised as a street lamp. I can't believe I messed up again. I'm sorry, everyone. But we better take it out now, before it calls reinforcements. I kind of already too late. It called in reinforcements. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy shit, they're replacing instantly.
私の触手は残念ですよ。タイムストップ。
魔力消耗にご注意を。
ニャルシュタイン。
魔力消耗にご注意を。光の時。
Yeah, that actually reminds me of like
疑似神格並列接続。暗黒太陽臨界。
or basically, yeah, that one customer was like, yeah, the enemies just replacing one after another.
乙女の秘密見ちゃいます？ちょっと美味しそうなのね。クークーお腹が鳴っちゃいました。小さいですね。
光の時これまで疑似神格並列接続暗黒太陽臨界狂乱怒涛悪霊作。そう来る。
ま、従いますけど。
そう来る。騎士に将来。
キャー。
救急如律令。
からかい尽くされた後に惨めに終わる。
85 enemies, that's...
それがあなたたちにはお似合いです。
That's actually right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if I had to do that, I would probably have added a bit more there. Okay, let's keep going. Damn it, they just keep coming. There must be a fairy close by making more of them or something. Can you find them, Drakasak? I'm doing myself, but I've got my hands full of these familiars. Okay, Drakasak. Stay calm, look closely. You're a demon lord, you got this. There's something hiding in the building shadow. You're correct, there's no sound at all coming from there. I suppose they think they're hitting themselves perfectly. But nothing can stand between my symphony and my enemy. How do you like mid-selection cut into quarters? You, what are you people? Whatever you did was never human or fairy. You're obviously not Morris, and you're not with the Round Table Army. Are you the child of prophecy then? Ha 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 ha! This is great. Things are finally going my way. I'm the knight, right. No mere child of prophecy's magecraft can ever hope to match our High Queen. High Queen Morgan herself bestowed this honor upon me. It will make it more than a few swings of a sword to shatter it. That's it. Who's that? Is that in there? Whoever they are, they're no ordinary fairy. Please be careful, everyone. I'm guessing that this is one of the 10 ones we heard about. Inside a horse?
お目覚め
I
よ
really need to unlock.
来たれ暗黒の帳太陽はここに生まれ変わる狂乱の王悪霊サフそう来る死ね闇よ騎士に将来我が指先我が指先どこまでも闇がささやいておるわ黒き力限りなく
サードアイ海岸標本にしてあげるわ
神よ怨霊よ来たれ秋光殿お目覚めよ来たれ暗黒の
Okay, so
帳
he's like
太
that
陽
or
は
so.
ここ
I'll
に
get
生
us
まれ変わる
to
狂乱の王悪霊
just
サ
to see
フ
the target. But I think we're good anyway.
救急如律令を
This armor's like gonna break.
Mm-hmm. そう来る死ね闇よ救急如律令を羅刹王が言いかかる者がほんと死ね
Yeah, it's like I'm making sure he doesn't have any fucking turns here, don't I?
Ha 魔力消耗にご注意をそう来る死ね
It's kind of weird as coming back with that
秋
number
光
if I
殿
can
お目
find
覚め
out.
よ
15,000.
暗黒の帳太陽はここに生まれ変わる狂乱の
Let's see who is under this source of mass now.
これにて一巻の終わり
God. I can't believe it. A knight of Kamwa. Born to such a whelps. It's not moving anymore. I did it. Really won. At that time, one was super duper strong, but we still managed to beat him. Something tells me that wasn't him. I could have done it without all of you. I'm afraid that was almost certainly just an ordinary knight. For one thing, there was no rant among the knights of the round table. And for another, look over there. Probably just the commander. Yeah, shit. Oh crap, there's 3 more knights each with the same incredible magic energy you left to him. And we just keep barely matched for just him alone. There's no way we can take all 3. Come on, Chikasak, let's get out of your beat for now. There! We're through the grade. Squads! 1 and 3. We take out Morgan's soldiers from the front at the front. Squad 2, take control of the factory. Scare our comrades out before they are disposed of. Reinforcements to the castle gates, damn it. Child prophecy was just a decoy. First we need to take back the gates. And be careful, these soldiers are from the Lothium rebel army. Don't underestimate them. Some of them are armed with iron weapons laced with Morse poison. Well, no, I was expecting reinforcements. That must be the rebel army we learned about earlier. Individually, they may not be as strong as fairies, but the quantity of all is own. At this point, it only mattered time until they defeat the Three Fairy Knights. So it seemed, man, that was too close for comfort. So once the rebels are done with the fairies, we can be sure they won't turn their swords on us. Come on, Trikasak, let's go look for a match while everyone's occupied. We should save making a contract with the Rebel Army after that. Can you show us where to go, Ultra? Right, of course, don't worry, I'm a great lockpicker. Besides, Sophisti's right, we can't be sure about the Rebel Army will see us as allies. So let's find a match and get out of here before anyone else sees us. Alright, and this is the last one for this section. And yeah, this is taking us like 2 hours just to go for one section. Jesus. Well, damn. I should have figured out the locks of the Queen's own factory, so it'd be really tough nuts to crack. True, but the Round Table Army did manage to open over 29 houses. In the same time it took us to open one. I can't believe it. Can't even claim credit for this one, since the Round Table Army ended up opening it too. Now, cheer up, Atria. I mean, as the technology of this stuff, I can definitely get how you feel. But the important thing is, all the humans being kept in these houses were freed. It's too bad we didn't find a match, but it doesn't mean that there was otherwise. At least now we know that she was captured, and really that, well, isn't that way better? Okay, everyone, this way, please. Don't worry, we have plenty of food and jackets to go around. We'll be on our way as soon as we got everyone's names and checked out all your entries. And also, if everyone knows about any other humans being kept here, please let us know. I can't believe it. It's an army of humans. An army of humans to beat the Queen's soldiers. The rumors of the Round Table Army were true. We don't have to do what they say anymore. We could go outside now? Really? But the knights said that the outside was dangerous, that humans would die instantly, and that we should stay here and wait until everyone would grow up. 2 years. 2 years since I last got to go outside. I have to hurry back to Grandmaster. I got to separate from someone I care about deeply. That poor child. I only hope that she's able to get by without me. I must say, I'm very impressed by this Round Table Army's leadership. They even took the knights they defeated into custody, sparing their lives instead of killing them. They are a properly disciplined army will not allow us mob killers. So it was purposeful. The strongest all the human knights who formed the Round Table Army. How is this Clinus man? Well, I'm sure he isn't the same Sir Percival I knew. This is when everyone is certainly doing this namesake proud. Oh, it's you guys. Thanks for your assistance, it was a big help. We've been investigating this ranch closely for the past few months, and so we know the security will be lies today. We definitely didn't know we would be the only ones making the move. I was especially surprised to see how just 4 of you just managed to take out the Morgan's Knights. I love how we're basically going to say we should avoid contacting them from now, and then like the next thing we're just talking to them. We're prepared to lose up 20% of our soldiers, but thanks to you guys, we got off with no more than a handful of casualties. Maybe it's like probably a pothole that basically Natsu missed. I mean, heck, it is a very long script, so. So which of the city's Rebel Army are you from? I don't think I've seen you around the south before. Are you from the Northton? Here, I heard there was some trouble up in Seraphield. Maybe that's where you're from. Artria? I'm sorry, are you people really? Oh, I see. I forget we are still the only ones who don't distinguish between fairies and humans that are heads and cats. Sorry if I offend you when I counted all three of you as the same. Oh, that's quite alright. Is everyone from the Round Table Army like you? Haha, you don't know about that? We have our own goals, our own ways of thinking. But the only thing we have in common is our faith in our command. We all agree that Percival's ideas are worth fighting for. He's always talking about the child of prophecy will appear one day, and now he wants us to assemble as many like-minded allies as he can in the meantime. He says that the way the child when the child prophecy finally does appear, there'll be a fine, firm anti-queen foundation in the place to help take some of the head burden off their shoulders. But enough of yammering for me. Looks like they're done with the roll call, so we're going to start escorting these people to Nutrium. Want to come with us? We're already looking for a more strong warriors like yourself. Yeah, something we have to do first. That's right, we appreciate the invitation, but we're actually trying to find a missing person right now. Gotcha. Well, that's too bad. I understand. Y'all take care of it. I hope you're able to find this missing person of yours soon. I guess that's it. That did. What make you recall Trukasok? I'm honestly impressed you were able to turn him down. You noticed so. Well, while I would like to learn more about this roundtable army, finding matches absolutely comes first. It's not right time to join forces with them yet. Exactly. I know the original Knights of the Round Table would understand. You're real gentlemen's gentlemen. Yeah, when he wants to. But yeah, most of the time, that way it does. Well, I'm Tristan, Knight of Sadness, not a knight who dies on the chivalry one. That's it. It's super if we're here too. I may have been forced to make a difficult decision. Trukasok, get back. Shit. So you attacked when the security was at its last, huh? Devious of you, I'll give you that. But that won't win you today. That's exactly the pathetic sort of confession I expect from humans. Few thieves are going to go around in the shadows, so you can't complain if you end up crushed under someone's boot. What's going on with this magical energy circle? I can't even get a feeling on it. What the hell? Squad 2, Squad 3, are you right? Damn it. How many soldiers did we just lose? We're the only ones who survived that. Well, it can't be. It can't be. So a few yet live. The flame would have consumed you all if it had been an open field. But this ranch belongs to High Queen Morgan herself. I can't raise it to the ground. So I'll crush the rest of you with my own horns. Go on, humans. Try to fight back. Show me you're truly brave, and I'll be merciful. Show me you are cowards, and you have nothing for me. This can't be happy. What is he doing here? That great sword, weaved with black flame, the silver white armor, the fairy eating black dogs. That's trembling Gawain. Why is the queen's right hand woman here? You. Holy shit! Just fuck about while you're nothing. Charcoaled them in seconds. God damn. If you refuse to take up your swords, then you aren't worthy to cross swords with me. We captured the escaped humans late, Gawain. We'll soon have the rest of these thieves captured as well. It'll be easy. We'll have 3 fairies for every human. No need for that. They're my quarry. I'll handle myself. So you do have some background, good. You're exactly making me work up my appetite. Don't bother tell me who you are. I could care less. The High Queen told me that about you, boy. You must be the master from proper human history. Oh shit, she knows. Oh, spare me the surprise. The High Queen told me the timeline about the outside world you call proper human history. She also commanded us to capture your life, and the opportunity presented itself. Capture you, huh? How unlike her. Listen well, you shameless intruders. You uppity primitives have lost the nerve barging into the fairy prison like you own it. Tell me, in your world, is it considered courteous to welcome visitors from far, right? Very well then, take up your swords and I'll give you all the welcome you want. I am Gawain, Knights of the Round Table, sworn to protect Britain. Now with this name bestowed upon me by the High Queen, I shall destroy you without mercy. Jesus. She's pissed. He's really pissed. Alright. Oh yeah, I might as well put my own shelter in here. There we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like, I have to really come up with a strategy here because, yeah. Because this is gonna be fucking. Holy shit. Endurance spell. Attack affinity be the same as Berserker. Oh, Jesus. Well, thankfully, yeah. Holy shit, she just drained my command spell. She just fucking drained my command spells. Yeah, she fucking drained all my command spells. Just killed Jalter
この服
in just 2 hits. God damn.
そうきたか。遊びは終わりか。はっはっは。
お手を拝借。
天と地の狭間にて人はかくあるべしと、ここに新たなるノリを敷く。
Okay, let's see if she can. I'm gonna laugh if she just will take him off, man. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Ho.
わかりました。
これを賜わす。
ごめんなさい。よしですよ。アン、ドゥ、トロー。わかり、お手を拝借。
Yeah, something tells me that the battle ends when she uses her MP here.
我が旗よ、我が同胞を守りたまえ。弓のしてエテルヌーム。ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。ドレスが汚れませんか。弱い。有力だな。本当に。ご神体、手を重ねましょう。
どうしがたいの。
参りますね。
Okay, that's just an echo.
よしですよ。ごめんなさい。なんじゃ。
面白い。
Good grief. So yeah, it's like that fire sucks why we have these crystal things now. Instead of like using command center, why we use that. Can't give up just yet. Stay with me, Tricosac. Oh no, he's seriously drained. I don't know what she's doing, how she's doing it, but the Tamlin is somehow eating his command spells. I never felt this feedback like this before. It's so completely perfect, but there's something more to it. You there, that look. That's not fear, despair. Despair, is that hatred? Good, you figured out that much at least. It's been a while, hasn't it? I could have gone my entire life without seeing you again, and be happy. Oh well. You know her? I don't know you. I don't remember ever seeing a pipsqueak like you before. Are you someone some weed I stepped on or something? Either way, don't you talk to me like that again until you're grown more. It's a little pain in the neck looking down and talking to you. Not that a rut like you is like I could do to do much growing. Why you? But enough talk, you intruders will get no mercy from me. I have no more time to waste on you now. Die now, humans, and servants alike! Huh? A bowstring? Indeed. Bewitched, unbreakable bowstring I can wield whenever I wish, to be more specific. You'll never be able to get past it no matter how strong you are. So it would seem this is one of the Wing Clan's threads. I'm surprised there were still any left. But so what? You don't actually think you can defeat me like this, can you? Defeat no. Detain you, yes. Defeat Altera, take your Gasaki and get him out of this town. I'll hold Gwen here and ensure she doesn't come after you. You got it. Honestly, I'm not gonna go. It's not gonna be easy, but I'll make sure that he makes it out here, no matter what. Come on, Trikasak. I'll carry you in my mechanical arms. Stand up. I'll carry you too if I could, but I'm afraid I just can't. What about you, Tristan? Don't worry about me. It will seem that this is where I die. Huh? You're not serious, right? You can't just throw your life away like that. Besides, you're too injured to. So right. Besides, it is the first time I faced down a circle wing like this. Besides, I've already had enough. File up a trump card I could use against her. If this all works out, I should be able to catch up to you guys soon enough. That said, I'm afraid I can't use it with all you here. Go, my king. Please hurry, and you're still at the beginning of your journey. Okay, pretty. Come on, follow me. If you can't keep up, I'm going to leave you behind. You got that right? Let me guess, you decided to sacrifice yourself to let your companions escape. Oh, come on, that should have gone without saying. You really are, Sir Gwen. Your body is strong and hard as a rock, but then again, so is your head. Tell me something. Are all servants like you? Pawns who are willing to throw their lives away for their masters because never they fear death nor know what it is to truly live. I don't know if I'll put it that way, but even servants have hope to avoid death. The fact that I say we fear death more than we did we are. We experience know all too well how miraculous it is to be summoned. We know that it's an opportunity that will never come again, and we know how rare it is to be granted dreams even after death. Most of all, we know what die feels like. We know how painful, how bitter, how sad it can be. You may think we can bear it because we've experienced it before, but you'll be wrong. Death is something living things can only bear once. To suffer the pain of my own death over and over, to make an utter scream of my past several times is simply more than I can take. If I hoping you'll let me escape of my life. Whether you live or die is entirely up to you. Now, the only one I'm meant to kill is your master. If you want to stand out, I'm willing to let you go. It would be the safest way to let this impressive technique of yours. Even if your master were dead, you could still live a good life here in Fairy Prison. No, Tamlin Gwen, I could not. That's why I'm going to stop you. It's the least I can do to repay the debt I owe to the one who trusted it in my kingdom, even when I was fighting against him in a moment of weakness. Not enough for your life success. I confess I don't care a whit about your idea of justice. My only interest is using this life of mine for the one I love, no matter what it takes. Oh, damn. Actually showing her being detained. You tied my whole body up a string? When did you do that? But, so what? If you think a mere human can hold me down, you're... what is this? How is this even possible? How did you put up these strings all over the town without any magical energy? I never even saw you move your hands. Indeed, these restraints rely on weight, not strength. The mass of this very town, the accumulation of human technology is what holds you in place. Thanks to your entire battle, I know very well how strong you are, and I know you cannot break these restraints with brute force alone. I may no longer have the fingers on my right hand, but I still have my mouth. Now, or were we not, prepare to face the full force of my airstrike. What? Did you say allowing human technology holds me in place? That does it. You deserve to die a miserable death after all, servant. I'm gonna dash any hopes you had in this pathetic trick of working. Oh shit, here we go. That's amazing.
姿を見せてやる。反人類史何する者ぞ。大小軟弱凶暴なり、我が剣の死にもならず。
God, she's even more giant than Tristan. Oh, damn, he's gone. Are you hurt, Lakewood? And what are we going to do about the ranch? Don't worry about it. I'll take full responsibility for reporting Her Majesty. Now, I'll carry all the fastest roads I go after the humans and service that managed to escape. You should be able to catch up to them much quicker than me right now. I'll join afterwards, don't worry. I'm not just saying it. Like that idiot knight did a minute ago. Once you catch up, surround us with him, but don't kill him until I get there. That's where you can wait. Consider it done. That hurt more than I expected. My whole body is still a little numb. Should I have asked the man's name? He deserved that much before I killed him. Hold on. What is this? That winery? What was that sound? Sorry, explain later. Right now we need to get away from the very distance. Can you stand and run? Okay. I'm gonna put you down then. Now run for it. God, I can't. How can the Earth map fairies run you so fast? They're almost not onto us, Fishy. An effort to surpass supplies some time. But what can we do? There's nowhere to hide out. Huh? What's that sound? Oh, good, you made it. I heard you guys were in trouble, so I figured, hey, Fairy King Overon to the rescue. You guys know what carriages are, right? Great, get in. I'll catch you up on up later. Huh? Carriage is it a carriage? Carriage? It's the kind of only clans and heads are allowed to use. That's right. These tools that exploit emeralds are prohibited by British laws. But there are some fairies out there who just voluntarily provide such labors themselves. My name is Ritterbit, a Fey Horse. I'm from sorry. I'm a Fang clan fairy who's always been fascinated with carriage culture. I'm usually reserved later work, but just as much I agreed to serve Lord Oberon well sort. Something tells me this is fair work, but so why not sit back and see how this carriage can ride me new sword? Red Rabbit. There's a lot about here, but for now let's just say great timing Oberon. Yeah, let's ignore that red hair is like pulling the carriage. Come on guys, let's go. You know, these soldiers will never catch us now. Quavrum, do you know who that carriage belongs to? No, my way, one of our soldiers used to build carriages. But he said he didn't recognize the sign. He thinks one of the clans must have made it without the High Queen's permission. I'm so sorry we can't be much more help. No problem, Matt. Call the soldiers back. We're returning to Camelot. For sure, Molly? I don't have time to go around chasing after rats. Now, Skyshat, they're not even rats. Britain is the High Queen's garden, and no garden is entirely free of pests. Just let my temporary get the better of me this time. Next time we meet, I'm gonna grind him beneath my boot. Assuming I'll ever meet him again, of course. We have some much better at squashing bugs in any case. Oh, you mean Fair Lancelot, the strongest attachment in all of Britain. She'll crush those bugs in no time, no matter where they might try to hide. Why are you talking about Lady Lancelot in front of Lady Gawain, you idiot? Have you have a death wish? Forgive me, Lady Gawain. I mean no suspect you are of course the strongest Evelyn. It's alright, you're correct. She is the strongest, but watch your tongue next time. She's not the strongest of the Tamilin, she's the strongest creature all of the fairy princess. She isn't even on the same category as us. Do remember that. Yes, my lady. I'll never forget it again. Good, now bring the captured humans here so I can deal with them before we leave. Nick, please wait. You got it all wrong. It wasn't our fault. Those soldiers opened the doors without asking. I told them that we didn't want to go. Please don't kill me. I never hope to free him again. I'll still have 10 years left. It doesn't make me a valuable slave. Please just spare my life. Ah. Know your place, dog. Any human who so much as thinks about running away is a worthless, even as a slave. This new form says you must bear. By the time I'm done breaking you in, maybe you'll be ready to enjoy your fellow human slaves. Damn. So those dogs are actually human. Okay. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Okay, yeah. You set the berserker. Oh! But yeah, Ichikawa is still 1-1-1 though. Ooh. I see a lot of boxes. Let's see if I like it. Okay. See you in a bit, Hydra. Okay. Okay, I'll take a go fruit. On 7. Ah, chains. Oh, that sucks.
Dude, are you really gonna keep going?
Yes.
You bitch!
You make fun of my D&D, so I'm gonna fucking bitch slap you. Like I said.
You know what? No, just to give you the lack of the satisfaction.
Yeah.
I'm just. Oh no. Okay, you're gonna battle. You're gonna battle.
Yeah.
You're gonna not be a bitch.
Yep.
You're gonna not be a bitch.
And you get wrecked by basically Xe, Synchro, and Fusion summon monsters all in one fucking.
Yeah, man.
I agree.
No.
Oh my no! I forgot that.
Come on, Caster.
I forgot that she's now data lost.
Not the caster.
Oh.
Oh, I do have.
It's a Marie. Hey, it's Lord Doom's waifu.
I think I have MP5 already.
That's not bad, actually.
Let's not Viva La France.
Berserker!
Oh, are you serious?
Oh!
Oh,
It's Pen. Hold on.
Come on.
Number 5.
Come on.
5 stars still alive.
Berserker. Assassin?
What'd you get? Oh my god, he pulled Cleo!
He pulled Cleo!
Oh well, hey. He just left.
Let's go with Arashigil. Yeah, sorry, Shark. You're back, guys. All praise Eresh. Alright. Back, guys. Okay, now let's do this fragment. Okay. Number of the fate. Fragment. Yeah, the second one, too. So we're back to, like, the Mashu side of things. The cart's even heavier than usual. Ugh. Come on, let's just get rid of that weapon already. Nobody's gonna want something that's scary looking. Don't be ridiculous, bro. You gotta make a actress tear up again. Don't you remember how grateful she was when we agreed to bring that weapon at 1-2? Don't you remember how happy you were when she took your hand? What did it say she called? That was called back where she does that form again? A handshake? There you got everything under the sun in Norwich, and I know they love their transit good rusher, but I've never heard of any custom like that before. If you're feeling, like, tired up, would you like me to take over? I can still pull cards even without my memories. No, no need. I can manage it fine on my own. You just keep pressing up our interest. We're almost a god dresser, and I want everything to look its best. A music girl with a three cinchy fairy peddlers named Rob, Wang, and Winky. Yeah, nice names. Sounds like the very, fairy slave labor version of the Three Stooges here. Together with these strange native ways of very far north of the nameless woods. The peddlers fought to sell the girl to a ranch along with the wife, but Rob, who hated the wood rose, the head of the fan clan, would not have none of it. He insisted that anyone so violent didn't serve a beauty like actress, and that's the end of that. Way to go big, bro. Oh wow, I can see a city off in the distance. Wow, that's what it is like here, Wiki. That's Godtress out address. And pretty impressive, right? A special place even for Britain. It's an upper class city run by the head of the Wing Clan, Miranda the Adored. And it's about trends, brands, and joy. You can get anything you want there as long as you can pay for it. Lovers, slaves, fairies, humans, everything. Now that is really like... not that it's like my kind of place. All the fairies who sell down there are pursuers and trend followers. Most of the stuff there is just gold-plated hunks of dirt. Anyway, it's all shine, no substance. Really? But I thought you were really proud of your Redesser knife. It's actually because it's a fake. A real knife that nice? I'll be too afraid of breaking it if I actually use it. Now I see. It really just sounds like you, Wiki. You don't sound like Godbrusser, Wiki. Then why did you pick this route? I'm scared of the Norwoods to go on me too, but we still couldn't have gone there instead. What are you, stupid? We can't use the eastern routes at this time of year. The rain season's just ended, so the Uruk's territory will be the biggest right now. Hell, they may still even try to fix the Norwich Bridge yet, so Godtress is our choice. Although, believe me, I'm not happy about having a bow script to show off Mandarin. You two really like this Moran person, don't you? Well, where do you get that from? Just as I said it here, right? But you look like you kind of were talking about her. Almost like a little jealous. Check this out, Bo. Mickey's so frustrated he's coughing. What are you all embarrassed, Winky? Are you ashamed of some truth or something? Shut up! It ain't like that. Anyway, did you guys hear about the big kerfuffle in Camelot? They say the assassin stuck in about 10 gigs ago trying to kill the High Queen Morgan. Yeah, I did. I heard about how they fought a ton of soldiers all alone, made their way up to the throne room. From what I heard, not even Lady Gawain and Lady Tristan could stop them. But then they lost my food and they beat the shit out of them, right? Apparently they had some badass mid-air battle, but ultimately the assassin got dropped into the pit. Well, Lady Lancelot really is something else, isn't she? Gawain, Tristan, Lancelot. Is something up? Tristan gets motion sickness or something? Hey Rob, take it easy, the ride's too rocky for her. No, it's not that, it's just having a little headache. When I heard those things, my chest got a little tight. Can I ask you what kind of people these fairies are? Oh, right. She might have known some of the Tamilin herself. Probably she's better if we don't say anything here, though. You mean you don't know? Address there the great Tamilin, the Knights of the Round Table. They're the Gawain, the most feared Tamilin of all Britain. There's Tristan, the most hated Tamilin of all Britain. And then there's Lancelot, the most beautiful Tamilin of all Britain. We can't do business without those three taking care of those Moors for us. Well, not that the Tristan ever does much to keep us safe. Hell, I'd be more scared of her than I'm afraid of the Moors. That's why I never go near New Darwin if I can help it. Wait, the younger brother smiled instantly. Oh, well, Robin, we can were afraid that he might jog Tristan's memories. Then all of a sudden... Ah, fuck dogs! This is all your fault, Wag. You idiot. Those things wouldn't be here if you haven't talked about Tristan. Just leave the cart and run for it. Before the idiot's alive. You two, Tristan, get away from him. I'll hold him off as long as I... Gah! I don't know why you're attacking us, but I'm not gonna let you hurt anyone. You wanna pick on somebody, pick on me. Oh, so Mash is having a battle animation here. And we're not even fighting. Oh, since when can you do an AoE attack like that?
前に出ますこれで倒れてや
Thank goodness my body just moved eyes up, but it looks like everything's worked out. Everyone alright? That girl struck the shield of the ground with a recited thud, turned to face the fairies, and she was screamed with a sudden stares of all three, and who could blame them? They would never seen such a graceful night before. That was amazing! I can't believe you sent all those black dogs back here yourself. Black dogs summoned the most despised creature all of fairy period, drawn to the pretty spell of death and decay. They were the unseen court of evil fairies unaffiliated with any of the 6 clans. They all come and go at the most nose, and the only species of fairy period who feeds on their own kind. Wait, hang on. How can she be this strong? Maybe she's the child of prophecy. Huh? Come on, Rob. There's no way that. Hollis can explain. She's got our shield, our. You saw for yourself how strong she is. She's gotta be at least as strong as the 10-1. If that ain't special, they're up against. Yeah. You got to be the child of prophecy, Ernest. You just saved our lives and everything. Huh? Child of prophecy, me? Don't worry, I'll tell you all about it. The child of prophecy is gonna defeat the queen and save all princes. She's the savior that we've all been waiting for a long, long time. She's gonna save all the fairies from the great older brother, the Mike the innocent younger brother, and begin excitedly telling the girl about the mere clan's prophecy. One did so with calculated intention, the other did truly believe it. But when the amazing girl saw it happy, she thought whoever they were talking about must be the good thing. And it infinitely began to believe in herself. Idiots, you're gonna regret this. Even lies like this have a way of coming true. The rest of us are gonna start to believe that Andress is the child of prophecy. That's it, we're done for. It's only a matter of time until someone even greater than us takes her away. Okay, God knows, sir. Okay, what is this actually here? Because, yeah, it's like... Okay. Alright, let's see. Find a good one here. Trying to think. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go Jalter here. Alright, and probably, yeah, we need... Grandmaster 1. So there's probably going to be 2 parts of this. I see, so Tristan stayed behind. He was a great knight. I don't know much about fighting, but even I could see that. So if that's what he chose, it must have been right. Yeah, keep on an eye. What do you want to do, Draconosock? Do you want to go back to the ranch? There's probably nothing left of him by now, but you can at least mourn him. The whole ranch is in ruins now, and the 10 minutes already left. It should be safe to go back if you want. After we find Mash. Agreed. Tristan didn't sacrifice himself so we could go backwards. He did what he did to give us a chance to move forward. And we always report back to him after we found Mash. I see. Forget why I said anything then. Anyway, I really shut up in just the nick of time, didn't I? That's the one of the many benefits of my royal charm. I get to ride on a white horse and save the day. Now I'm really glad I pleaded with Aurora to let me draw this carriage. The only issue is... is there some problem with the color of my coat? Well, I guess it kind of looks whitish and light if you squint. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Also, why are we in Letterbox? Except for cheering us up. So you feel better now, great. Then there's another piece of good news. The city of Godchester is up north, about a day's journey from here. They hold auctions for rare and valuable goods in the day, and the word has it one of their hottest new items is a fairy with an unusual iron weapon. Apparently, some pet was found near the Nameless Woods, and they plan to pair them up to auction as soon as tomorrow. A fairy with an iron weapon near the Nameless Woods. This can't be matched, I'm sure of it. Or Godchester right away. I rushed back to South very soon as I find out. But when I heard that you were already left, I got a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. So I asked Aurora for a favor in addition to that or what one in return. I go to the ranch as fast as I get a carriage to carry me. I see, that's how much I managed to get something so valuable. That must be some really quick thinking. Thanks, I really prefer we rest up in the armed force if we could. Time is the money and all that. As soon as, so long as the salary is off the Godchester. Off the Godchester here. Excuse me, can I say something first? What? Oh, what is it, Horsey? We're just having a moment here, you know. I know, but I'm a proud fairy horse and the most resemblance as a Sheriff Savvy in all Britain. As a matter of principle, I can only trust my back to those that I recognize as my master. I was willing to come this far away or as orders, but if you insist on going to Godchester, well, I trust you can see where I'm getting at. Carrots? A bell! Oh god, we have to bow him now. Jesus Christ, what the heck?
Ikuyo, Shiro. Yoshi, yoshi. Shiro wa erai ne.
ええはいいいね吹っ飛べここがあんたの終わりよの程度の程度
It seems to be having a thing for...
いい、やっちゃうね。そのように。
We're attacking anybody but school right here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to pass the turn here.
あわとやっちゃうね。
の程度
燃えないかしら。ええ。
Okay. Well, might be a waste, but we're gonna just pop up our here with Shelter, and then next turn we'll finish him off with shooting.
上等よ。ここがあんたの終わりよ。
引かぬ人馬一体人馬一体人馬一体引かぬ
よしよし。おいで。みんなよろしくね。めちゃくちゃにしてあげる。
我が広間を。
そうですね。
Okay, 100%.
おてんばかな。でも楽しい。お仕立てして。お気に入り。
Yeah, damn, that didn't kill him.
我
This
が
was
高機
very
動
like.
型大広間。
Hopefully this
水
will.
陸両用。ブライトエク
Yep, it did.
引かぬ
光よ。
え、はい、いいの。
Yeah.
吹っ飛べ。ここがあんたの終わりよ。カードは楽しめましたか。
Okay, very cool. But yeah, this is the place where we actually do get fairy power. Nia! The contract finalized. I'm amazed that you took my secret technique and tried like that. You must be a fearsome warrior to overcome all sorts of... Everyone else does pretty well. From here on, my legs are yours to command. As long as you have visit on Saturday, I'll take you wherever you wish to go. Now, if the Fey Horse, this is a Fey Horse you guys the best offer. Maybe, or isn't it well, like as we thought. This is impressive in its own right. Anyway, I trust that there's nothing else to say. Yes, then please take us to Godchester. Oh, and don't forget about the drive safely. I can't handle a few bumps in it. But Trikasaka, Atera, and Defici are all very tired. Not to worry, I can assure you that I've never broken a speed limit in my entire life. By the way, Oberon, what is with the outfit? What kind of... I kind of like your old cloak. Oh, this is what I wear whenever I'm gathering information. This is the Queen's... The Queen soldiers doesn't always look too kindly to people asking questions in the state very British. So I'm always saying out by dressing in drab and quote travel clothes. I see, I'm impressed, Oberon. I never considered that outfit to be drab. Oh, I didn't know you're interested in fashion. Altria, does that mean that you prefer outfits like the Fishies in? No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, someone like me is dressing like her? That would be laughable. True enough, you're definitely not ready yet. Oof! Okay, that's enough Altria teasing for now. Trikasa Activision. Will you mind telling me how much you learned about the fairy prince while I was away? And that's the sound about it. The regular reoccurring calamities, and the most Morris fairies who intimidate human societies. The Salisbury Rebel Army, the Round Table Army of Lodrium, and the Free Tamlin. I'm impressed if you already know that much, and I have one thing left to tell you. What's that? The High Queen Morgan's objective. As you know, now she's been inscribing command spells into fairies, dumping magical energy from him to success attacks. And the lives of any fairies who are able to pay up. Well, it turns out she hasn't been running on such a impressive day the last 2,000 years just to maintain rural of Britain. Her real objective is to attack the proper human history and transform it into a land of fairies. She wants to expand Fairy Britain to encompass the whole planet, overwrite proper human history entirely, and turn the whole Earth into one giant British Isle. So that's why we have to defeat. Why basically the world's fucked in less than 24 hours. It's because she's trying to rewrite history. No, it's hard to believe, but it's true. That's why I had High Queen Margaret to tormenting the fairies even to this day. As you can see, we need to fear for humanity and fairy kind alike. No, this is her command, then. Kneel! Present. Worship. Submit. Bow your heads, leaders of the 6 clans. Bow your heads, 30 ambassadors, 100 officials. You're in the presence of the High Queen Morgan, the ruler who expands her boundaries upon the soldiers of all the British rest. Hear the words and obey. These the same faces yet again. How terribly dull. For never absolution nor salvation. Remember always that Britain, all Britain down to the smallest pebble is mine. Without my protection, the land of Fae will not see the next sunrise. Yes, your majesty, we are your humble servants. All our time is yours. Our loyalty to you will never waver. Very well. You jesters may stand against the wall. I will not allow each of the clan heads to speak. What is it you have to say? Thank your generosity, your majesty. Allow me the honor of going first. The council recognized Lord Springen, the head of the Earth Clan, and the Lord of Norwich. Thank you, Secretary. According to our observation, Norwich calamity pool should reach the critical mass at approximately 10 times time. I'd like to take this time to say that if there was any Lords present with a property still in Norwich, please come to speak to me after this meeting. I can assure you that even if the Moors are off all Norwich, our bell tower will remain safe within the imperial fortress made of anti-Moors iron. If you wish to store your valuables for safekeeping, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement. It sounds as though you don't care. Your entire city disappears so long as your money is always safe. The council will recognize Lord Rose, head of the Fang Clan and Lord of Oxford. My request remains the same, Editor, your majesty. I urge you to take the opportunity to expand your army. The Moors will continue to grow in number every year, and these roundtable armies need to be dealt with. So I must ask you to increase your human shipments and assign more humans to the barracks. Oh, does it mean the Fang Clan alone is no longer up to the task? I suppose you're not even... The fairy was known as the Sword of Britain. The Great Wood Rose himself can defeat the sprinter of the advancing age. Silence, you infant! How dare you speak to me like that? If it weren't for Her Majesty's presence, I'll crush your head in my jaws for such insolence! Now, Wood Rose, you should know better than that. Remember, every fairy in Britain looks up to you. The Lord of Oxford and the owner of the restaurant, most responsible for our food supply, should he conduct himself in a gentleman, right? Right, I know that. Or I do. I am not the raging frontliner I once was. I am the calm, rational leader of my clan. What a joke. If this is to be more than usual, shipping in each hour, you mind if I excuse myself, your majesty? We are putting up a very rare item for auction today, and I have a lot of work to do to get things done already. The council recognized Merwin, head of the Wing Clan and Lord of Gloucester. I've always said my piece. Never this calamity for our anti-Moors countermeasures have anything to do with Gloucester. So if all you twisted fairies want to do is argue with each other, by all means do so without me. Then again, Norwich is said it's a very good product lately, so I suppose we can offer aid only a little. Do give my regards to Patrick Brown Surgeon. They'll know that if he ever decides to move to Gloucester, he'll always have a place here. They, Konak and Rab, of the head of the King Clad, ruler of absence. They, Ersa, head of the Mirror Clan, guardian of the Lake District, absent. This time, with the High Queen Morgan's permission, the council would like to welcome the Tamla from New Target to... God! Jesus Christ, he's just intimidated the guy. Who the hell do you think you are? Do you think your damn secretary has the right to say my name? Come on, mother. When are you gonna stop letting these stupid secretaries run these shows already? Can't you pick someone less hideous? What about the human with their limbs sewn to the wall, or the one that's been put to the guillotine? I swear, Mara, you're always too soft for these fairies and humans alike these days. Maybe you need more excitement. There's yes. Huh? Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Isn't it your job to kick up a fuss when something unusual happens? If you can't even do that, you don't even deserve to live. Would you all rather die to my string instead? Oh, visit Temptation. How good of you to grace us with your presence. You are the knight among knights, the defense operative of the High Queen's beloved daughter. The only one in operative who can carry her Majesty's magecraft. There you go, that's it. I knew y'all could do it if you tried. But I'm still like the little something I got. Patheticness. Which is why you all three of you are going to show me how it's done. So it's done. Gah! My feet, my ankles are all gone! Go on, let's see you top around with those little stubs. Alright, you're not supposed to spill blood here. You three are gaining everywhere. How so rude. Got enough blood in the front. Just throw yourselves out the window into the pit below now. My body, I can't control it. Bye. No, please stop. There's no coming back from the pit. Someone help! Please stop the girl before she's... Ah! Push nothing but pit. Well, Mother, what do you think makes the mean so much more fun, right? What are you doing? Camelot's own Minister of Justice just threw himself out the window. Your bloodthirsty fiend. Know your place, Tristan. Don't you think just because you're the High Queen took in a low-class fairy like you as her daughter you can? Silence, Woodrose. This is a family matter. See, Her Majesty loves it. It's time for you to learn your place. That to be you, you overgrown cur. Why don't you just retire already? We're way stronger than you ever were. What did you just say to me, girl? Stop it, Woodrose. Don't let her drag you into her games. You're the head of the Fang Clan now. You can't let your temper ruin our reputation. Oh, jeez. Ladies go Wayne, the hard ass. A little more bonus around here than for me. Hey, Jay. How goes it? Thanks for everything, man. Well, shout out to Mr. J here. And also, be sure to check out the Kunga Bun since Mr. J is a part of it along with myself. And welcome in, Moros. I am Draconis Hawk. I'm a Demon Ward. I'm currently doing very Camelot with just extra class service only if I can help it. Currently at section 4 right now. And currently right now we're actually doing good on the challenge. Although the story is a bit long though, so this is like second stream in, but still actually enjoying it a bit. But yeah, doing good, Jay. How was your stream, by the way? And thanks again for the raid. Much appreciated. You're lucky she showed up here when she did, old timer. Just you wait. I'll take your feet next time. Give us your report, Gawain. And it transpired... What transpired at the ranch itself? It's a raid been run by your... Okay, gotcha. Much appreciated. You're only on section 4? Okay, gotcha. I mean, I just started in, but yes, I understand spoiler reasons. But yeah, thanks again for the raid, man, and hope you enjoyed Section 4 along with the rest of the story before we reach the time gate. Yes, High Queen. Some rebels calling themselves the Round Table Army managed to take control of the ranch. The guards you trusted with the staffs were captured, and all the humans attempted an escape. Upon learning this, I took upon myself to go to a certain situation without waiting your orders. While I succeeded at wiping out the rebels, I'm afraid I also destroyed the facility of all three interrupters escape. Also having the escaped humans transported here for re-education, so as we speak. High Queen, I'm prepared to accept whatever punishment you deem fit for me. What is your ruling, High Queen? It's alright. In light of your accomplishments at the Senfield, I'll overlook your failure for today. Lift your head, Queen. I plan to demolish that ranch in any case. While you did take a bit too far, you have ultimately saved me from the time of mobilizing the Earth Planet. Now, is there anything else you have to tell me? Yes, Your Majesty. One of the uproar was the human you told us about before. It was a master for proper human history. The master of proper human history? The Burlcut was right. There's more. One of the fairies accompanying the human appeared to be a fairy from Fairy Britain. From what I could tell, she seemed to be about 16 in human years, and she used the same kind of magecraft as you. She what? What are you saying, Gawain? You don't think that the fairy is the child of prophecy, do you? That child of prophecy is no more than one of Erza's illusions. High Queen Morgan is the British one and only ruler. How could you believe such nonsense like a common peasant? You're a servant of the High Queen. You should be ashamed. I'll quit yapping, you goddamn mutt. Now, Lady Tristan, you can't blame Lord Woods here for being upset. The child of prophecy is also connected to the Dingango, the incident, after all. You know that coastal village that was harboring her? Well, Lord Woodrow, see, there was the one who raised that village to the ground. I know it seems the child escaped from him. Apparently, there's also a girl about 16 long with golden hair who managed to break through the blockade of the Fang clan fairies surrounding the village. Soldiers who witnessed that said to be fought like a raging storm. They also called her the girl who uses magecraft, the Queen's second coming, the High Queen Morgan's daughter. Whoa! Don't you dodge my salad kick, puss. That was meant to kill you. I'm Mother's only daughter, guy. Couldn't care less about the child prophecy, but you better not spread rumors like that any further. These weren't my opinions, Lady Tristan. The Fang clans are the ones spreading the rumors. Still, think about it. A fine upperclassmen fairies of Camelot. The Moors continue to increase in numbers and calamity all about the Norwich. There's Connacht Rab in the north and London in the south, and the recent rebellion in Surford. And now we have a true invader from the outside world, Lord Burlcut, to warn of us about. I don't believe in Erza's prophecy more than any of you do, but you can't deny that the pieces are falling into place. The child prophecy is real. Or at least the common fairies who know nothing of the politics. Where she is, which is enough. This is no time for the Urquhart to be fighting amongst ourselves. We must put the people's mind at ease. I suggest we work together to do something about it, starting with the calamity pool in Norwich. What do you say, you? You do have a point where the child prophecy is real or not. We must do something about Norwich's calamity pool. High Queen Morgan, would you be willing to send your army to Norwich to quell the disaster? I believe Lord Bogart, the ruler of the Surfer, has made such a similar request. I understand how you feel, Laura, but we can't send our Camelot soldiers. But I'm certain Her Majesty's troops can make this order work under calamity. Sending them out will also leave Camelot vulnerable. Connacht Rabbit is constantly on the lookout for any weakness you can spot. We can't live the castle on guard. I agree. The way things are right now, it is going to be the war of the spring and the war of summer all over again. The only this war will be fought between Her Majesty and Rabbit, the self-proclaimed queen. We do have the upper hand over our forces, but only just. The wars of spring and summer you speak of are the Fairy Era War between the North and the South Fairies, yes? And Indeed, the Northfairs have been claiming domain over Britain for 1,000 years. Although they had settled down and agreed to submit to High Queen Morgan's rule, but it seems they're still up to their old tricks. Ah, how deplorable. Why can't they simply just pledge their loyalty to their High Queen like we all have done? Given the circumstances, I suppose it truly isn't the time to worry about Norwich. Although it pays their status as their lord, I'm afraid I have no choice but to let my residents die, and worry not, I will use the wire mirror on Norwich. I will destroy the Calamity along with most of Norwich, but the bell tower will remain intact. So long as the castle remains, it will fall to you to rebuild Springen. This is the time for you to demonstrate once again the skills that enable you to take Norwich from its previous sword. If that's your will, High Queen, now, as much as I can expect to weigh in financial aid, I will give you 1/3 of the funds I'm wasting away in the West Treasury. Its foreign duelist has drifted here from proper human history, but you could ask no great reward, could you? Oh, that sounds wonderful, Your Majesty. Thank you, thank you. Yes, but about the rest of the Norvers, none of them survived this. Is there any way you can make them evacuate Springen? Oh, I've been urging them to evacuate for some time, but they refuse to leave. They're either too attached to the land, or they love their jobs. Or they don't think it's the French real, or they think that the child property is sale, or combination thereof. And as great as a combine can be, I'll be the first to admit that you can also be a bunch of hard-headed fools. Having said that, where would you propose to go? Salisbury, the Winkline City? You know just as well as I do how poor the Earth and Winkline get along. It's a problem not even the High Queen herself has been able to solve. It's the rare things like that wrap up in a nice little bow. So I'm afraid Norwich is a lost cause. Why don't they come down to my place? Well, I'll be happy to take in any poor refugees looking for a new home. That's just the kind of place New Darwin is. Is that right, Lisa? Right you dare, Red Barrel. I don't know where you're listening in on this boring me. Now, Fairlady, don't be like that. There's nothing boring about it. These clients have agreed to put aside their remaining differences and focus on the best of Britain's future. You know. I won't find anything more insane here than anywhere in the country. Now, you find any other show in this country either, but still. I've changed my mind. Lady Aurora, let's arrange a time to discuss the particulars of evacuating Norwich's residents in Salisbury once this meeting is concluded. Where are the differences? I'll gladly take over the subject, taking my fellow fairies to the National Slaughterhouse Sphere. These problems are certain of fairy Britain, and we fairies should be the ones to resolve them. Oxford will be glad to take in the refugees as well. Well, I can't stand how many rules Earth's Smear breaks. That doesn't mean I'm about to send them to needless blood death. Conscious national status remains the same as always. The doors are always open, but refugee spheres who are tied to being beholden to the clan's customs. Why don't you guys... Oh, by now? I guess it really must really hate me, huh? Man, makes me real sad. You'd think that High Queen Morgan's first ever boyfriend, the future king of Britain, would ever get more respect. Yeah, Beryl, hurry up and marry Mother already. The most important fairy in all Britain marrying a human? Freaking hilarious! And the day you marry me, then you'll marry me, Rex, right? Isn't that what you humans do, marrying as many people as you like? Of course, ladies forever. Well, but let's not roast things. No matter how many you care for someone, the moment you belong to someone else, a lot of shine tends to come off. There is no guarantee that the same won't happen to you. Once you see me as Her Majesty's husband, you might wonder whatever you saw in me at all. So we don't want to make any hasty decisions when it comes to marriage. And who knows, maybe the partner of your dreams is even closer than you think. You don't have to worry about that. There's no one else for me but you. Very well, I understand your concerns. My course of action remains unchanged from my public declaration. At the very end of the year 2019, the era of the High Queen Fairy Britain, the land of Fae shall rule this very planet. The walls of the light surrounding the spirit's eye will disappear, and our world shall be overridden right the wicked world from the works outside. Once it's dust, all you shall be free from calamities, and a new age shall begin. I shall build a new land of fairies, and your client shall die to starve for his nation. Yes, High Queen, your will is our command. This is my decision. Nothing will be done about the calamity pool and the Norwich, so you will not advise this resident of Act1. Regarding the child prophecy, I will consider the threat that she may pose in my rule. Furthermore, once the fairies of property emergency Barrel Gut spoke of are found, they are to be captured and brought here alive, and there's something I will have them tell me. If Master Gawain also saw me accompanying to child of prophecy, so much better. Woodrow, Spingen, Marin, and Aurora, you are all to assemble a team and begin your search at once. Want to see these rebels and affairs brought before my throne. Whichever clan brings me shall be rewarded 500 acres of land. This meeting is now concluded. Clanheads, you are dismissed. Temlin, this is your next mission. As before, you need to not search for a child of prophecy. Okay, Mark. What good any of those stupid Clanheads are going to be? Could find a child of prophecy faster than anyone, right? All I last time's got going for speed. I can use the infinity mirror you gave me to go anywhere in most knows. There's no need. Leave the child of prophecy to be. I will send word right equate the rest of your hand. So your hands late. Tam Ling Wang. You heard the message, Tristan. You not behave yourself even for a moment. You know the reason she's so strict with you is because Clanheads were here, yes? She may be our all-powerful High Queen, but she still needs her to keep up the appearance. She can't treat you like your daughter at a council meeting. And then there's her attitude towards Beryl. How do you think it looks for the Queen's daughter to be so intimate with a human man? At the High Queen's own lover at that. Have you ever considered the kind of pressures that she faces? What kind of things people say about you, your own morals as a knight? Huh, just shut up, you big dumb bitch. Who the hell do you think you are lecturing me? I don't know how you even have time to worry about my rep, seeing as you always look out for your own next little romantic snack. How many lovers have you had this year anyway? For such a big gal, you're such a good at bed hopping, aren't you? Oh, maybe you could give me some pointers about romance sometime. I guess even since you're literally just dig your lovers right after you got in the bed, you probably are more a matter of filling your stomach than your heart, huh? What do you say? Just kidding, come on, don't go at me like that. I understand, really. I'm totally aware that your romances are always sincere. I mean, you're always so awkward you can two-time someone if you tried, right? I know. They call you, right? Going to many lovers. Going to big ear. Gosh, you poor thing. Nobody understands you, do they? They have no idea that you only jump into bed with those who really, really genuinely love. I'm going to go back to the castle. You should stay on standby until further notice. Yeah, that's a lot of shoes. Then again, it makes sense for her. This meeting sucked so hard, and I didn't even spend any time with Mother again. And once road such a worse. There's nothing more foul than an old game mixed with back alone. Springer's fake ass smile made me want to puke. Reverend's goody act is also so transparent. Laura's the worst of all. Oh, I wish I had a good excuse to rip her to pieces. Man, I hope she slips up soon. If she's just act against my, I could wipe her and her Salisbury out at once. Hey, aren't you even listening, Beryl? Huh? He's not here. It was right by the mirror a moment ago. Oh, I see. He must be drawn to the fear. They're doing a show with these humans that we captured over there today. So they're making the humans fight each other, huh? The last one standing gets to live, and what do you call it? Gladiatorial games? I used to think it was a pain in the ass, but it's actually pretty fun. Especially the very last part where you can tell them the champion gets to go free itself. It is, as if it would ever happen. The humans really can be so entertaining. Then again, I guess this really isn't the time to be laughing. I know what my mother said, but I can't just let this go. doesn't shout as properly as he thinks he is anyway. Everyone knows I'm always the one who gets to use Mace Trap besides Mario. She's only got one daughter, and that's me. No way I'm getting to let trash like that live. Ah, this is pissing me off. Damn, she's breaking all kinds of shit. Okay, that'll do. Times like this, there's nothing better than shopping. Let's see, what's the newspaper has today? The Knocker Company is getting off on contracts. New brands are coming out soon. So Springer Shop is going out of business. Well, that's too bad. Springer Socks, I opened a shop. At least it had some good shit. Huh, hang on. Does it mean it's going to be a place by? I knew it's going to be a count shop. I'll say this is for Mandarin. She always knows what's hot. Looks like I'm going to be shopping for Encartress again. Then, plus she's also mentioned that she's getting things ready for a special act. So if I mean, I'll make it an action nobody will ever forget. Yeah, shit. Now we're gonna face Tristan. Alright. Alright. Oh, we're weakened. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Where are we at first? Okay, oh, it goes up to... Oh, okay, it goes up to part 9, okay. Yeah, we have plenty of time. So, yeah, I think I'll... call it here because, yeah, I'm trying to still get back to, like, voicing and, like, don't want to strain my voice too much. Let's see, but yeah, probably tomorrow I'll leave, like, 4 hours. Yeah, let's find someone to raid. No, since he raided us yesterday, we'll raid Dravenverse. He plays, he knows a bit of FGO too. He's also playing something called Call of Dragons too, so. But yeah, morals, have a good one. I'll be back here tomorrow. Be sure to check out my social, which includes my Twitter, YouTube, and Discord as well. Until then, this is your Demon Lord Dracon Sock signing off. Later.